I'm Raquel Durden, retired U.S. Army veteran and chairwoman of Humble Warrior Wellness and Yoga. Today I would like to talk to you about taking yoga off the mat. Might be called functional fitness, functional yoga. But not everyone has access to a bougie yoga studio or an awesome facility like your local YMCA, or just space in their home to do yoga. Or perhaps you've done yoga in those places and spaces and have enjoyed it, and you're wondering, how can I get more of it? Or maybe it's not in my budget. How can I incorporate it in my lifestyle or home? I love it when you take yoga off the mat and incorporate it into your day. So I studied at the Himalayan Institute in Pennsylvania, and one thing a wonderful instructor asked me to do was figure out my minimum daily yoga. My minimum daily yoga requirement. I'm like, what's that? Like, what's the minimum amount of yoga you're going to do on a busy day? Because most teachers like myself, we have a personal practice. That personal practice cultivates a feeling and we want to share it with others. So my minimum daily is what I'm going to share with you now. I love taking yoga out of the studio and even off the mat. So we're going to start as if we just woke up. So we're at home and you're sleeping. Maybe you're just a hot mess. You're just sleeping. The alarm goes off and you wake up. I like to come into the corpse position just to align my spine. Everything is nice and straight. Then in the bed, I just invite my knees up and give myself a hug. I like to hold the shin and extend one leg, and then just switch. Then bring both legs up. I just guide my knees across. Sometimes I have to tuck a pillow under or between because I'm a little achy and stiff. Open up my arm and just add a little neck stretch. Come back up. I let them fall to the opposite side. Come back up, give it a squeeze. Turn all the way over onto my belly. If my dog's in the room, she gets really excited right now. She thinks I'm getting up, but I still have more yoga to do. I lay on my belly for crocodile pose. Walk the elbows out. Rest my head on my forearm. And here in crocodile pose, I just set an intention for the day. Maybe I have a busy day, so my intention is just pace myself. Maybe I'm enjoying a big outside day and I'll say refresh or peace or love, whatever comes to mind. And I press myself up out of my bed. I'm going to use the chair as an example. Let's say I'm on the edge of my bed right now. So I've made it up to sitting. My feet are on the floor in my bedroom. Plant my hands. And just seated cat-cow, a little flexion and extension of the spine. Then I might grab the bottom of my bed frame or a chair and just do a gentle little bend. Now I'm ready to stand up. When I stand up, I just stand tall, kind of get everything into that nice little alignment. Inhale up. I like to bracelet my wrist, extend that arm long and just crescent. Little deeper stretch from the hip, the iliac crest, all the way up the side body. Switch, I bracelet that arm, lengthen it. Exhale, hinge to the side. And release. Then turn around, face your bed, because a forward fold might be a little too aggressive first thing in the morning, like maybe the floor is a little too far away to touch my toes, but the bed is just right. So inhale up, exhale, just fold forward, rest my hands on the bed, release my head. And this is just a little inversion, get the blood flow going to the brain. I like to be in the inversion for about 20 seconds. If you have an untreated TBI or concussion, please don't do an inversion. Keep the head up. And then inhale up. And I've already done 8 yoga poses getting out of bed. And what did that take? 2 minutes. Then what do? You walk into your bathroom. The next thing you do is brush your teeth. Wonderful place to practice balance and also yoga for the brain. Anytime we cross the center line, we activate that different hemispheres in our brain. So brushing the teeth. I might exhale into one leg, raise the other, brush my teeth. And then I'm going to do the fancy move of switching sides, but also switching hands. It's better for your oral hygiene. You don't miss as many spots or as routine. It's also good for the brain. I'm doing something different. So I've already done a balanced posture. And then walk out, go about my day. But you can look for opportunities to incorporate even more yoga. So let's say you're standing in line, getting into work, showing your badge, or standing in line at your grocery store, and all of a sudden your back starts getting achy. Without looking like a weirdo or rolling out your yoga mat, you can just simply exhale into that right leg, kickstand the left, taking a little pressure off that low back in tree pose, but I'm not dumping into my hip. I'm drawing that hip up. When it starts to feel achy or fatigued again, I just switch. And I can do this standing in line and not look odd or out of place. And release. I can also just do a mountain pose and make sure my weight is balanced. Grow tall. Soften the hands, let them shine forward. So waiting is a wonderful place. You can do seated cat-cow in a doctor's office. Steps. Let's now just imagine this is a step. You can bring your foot on it and do a nice lunge. And then walk up the steps. So you see, you can incorporate yoga throughout your day. You don't have to roll out your mat. You don't have to make a special appointment. You might not have the time. Just weave it into your lifestyle. So I hope you took a couple of these things, just took them in and go, I could do that, or I could see myself doing that, or oh, that would feel really nice. And figure out what your minimum daily yoga requirement is. If you want more resources or more ideas for different postures, please visit our website, humblewarrior.org. You can click on resources and then click on Yoga 1 or Yoga 2 for specific postures. We guide you through a specific posture. We share what the benefits are. We give you some cautions to do it and also how to modify it. Thank you for spending some time with us. Hope you take yoga off the mat.